Mr. Chad, what are we doing today?
Well, we're on the Black Pearl and doing our normal, doing a Hookupbait sponsor trip like we love to do on this boat. And how we start the day, I got a big old box of Hookupbaits, 3-way swivels. I set everybody up with double rigs, single rigs, and whatever we're gonna do for the day. Getting it all dialed in.
We did get a little bit of a rundown on what's happening today, which is, surprisingly, we're gonna target halibut and rockfish and whatever else wants to bite. We got a full boat on the Black Pearl, like Chad said, and if you've never been on one of these Hookupbait sponsored trips, he brings all you need. Line, 3-way swivels, like he said, and most importantly, the best bait in the industry. This is the new color, right, Chad?
Yeah, that's the watermelon jack.
Watermelon jack. It's got gold flake on the green body. That's nice.
Hey Chad, are you putting on like a leader for us? You have a braid?
I can get it, just Howard, whatever you need, I'll set you up with it. Yeah, if you need leader to braid, I can do that too.
What size leader are you putting on?
40.
40. You have a suggestion for how much?
Oh, I can do it for you if you like. I can tie an FG dot in 30 seconds flat. So,
Flat.
maybe a minute.
I'll take it.
So now, how many setups do you think we did?
Well, pretty much the whole boat. 2 or 3 rods for each person.
Yeah.
Or 1 to 3 rods for each person. So yeah, we rigged a lot of baits.
We've been tying for the full hour, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what's
typical.
left of this box.
Well, we had to get into my personal stash.
Just into his personal stash.
So
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So we're rigged up now for halibut because we're going to be in the 70
we're doing halibut
to
first.
100.
So yeah, that's kind of thing. We had everyone bring a lighter rod. We put the double rigs or singles, 1.5s on, 5/8, and then they bring us the rockfish rods where we're doing the bigger baits. Either double dropper loop or the 6 ounce and 3 ounce if they can cast. So we're ready to rock now.
Let us know what you're setting up with.
This is my halibut setup. So that I got the 1.5 watermelon jack and a 1 ounce ice, a big game, 25 pound owner 3-way swivel with a Shimano Saragossa rod and reel.
Cool.
Medium heavy.
Yep.
Standard setup.
So yeah, like we said, we're just starting. We get to tie our own gear.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we get the leftover baits.
I'm gonna roll the dice with the double ice. This one's a 1.5 ounce. This is a 1 ounce. We'll see how the drift goes, how the current is. If the current's really, really low, I'll go ahead and downsize this.
Yeah, you
but
can put a 5/8 on one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Double ice must be nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, see? I
Yeah.
can come up with them too.
Last time we targeted halibut, Chad was standing right next to me, and he was like, "Really, the halibut is just being at the right place at the right."
And Edward just happened to be at the right place at the right time, right at the right time of when I said it.
Yeah.
Everything just was at the right time.
Yeah, big one. Big one. It's
Yeah,
a
the big
38
one.
in, 26 pound halibut. Actually won the jackpot. But I will say, this time, this day, I'm no longer joining any jackpots.
Yep.
On any boat that's sponsored
you're
or whatever.
professional.
No, not just that.
It's because professionals don't do jackpots.
Yeah,
You gotta be nice.
No, yeah, Chad says, why do I want to fish against people? I want to fish with people.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me. I couldn't sleep that night.
Yep.
Just knowing that I had a giant halibut, it bothered me.
See? It makes you feel like a meanie.
Yeah, I don't want to be a meanie anymore. No more jackpots for this guy.
Good morning, Black Pearl people. We are here, beautiful Friday. Got Chad from Hookupbait. I've been told to turn my phone a lot slower for you guys. So I also have Ed from Hook to Cook. Ed is awesome.
Ed's an influencer.
He is. He's very famous and far more important than I am. But
Yeah, me
so
too.
we got these two awesome guys. They are doing a Hookupbait sponsored trip with us today. We got Chad for 2 days. Hopefully
Yeah.
Ed too.
Yeah.
one day.
2 days.
Darn it! Ed's boning out with us tomorrow. But
he's not hardcore enough.
we got Chad for 2 days. We're going to be doing today. We're going to start off with a little bit of halibut. We'll see how the bite is. This is going to be the first like legitimate halibut targeting trip of our season. So last time we had Chad out, we did phenomenal.
Yeah,
we got some
big ones.
really nice fish out.
Yeah.
Ed's on notice that he has to catch me another ginormous halibut like he did last time.
Yeah, maybe he'll be in the right place at the right time again.
That's the goal.
And disconnected. This is my favorite part. Okay, so that's kind of the plan for right now. We're Captain, I think, said he was going to start in about 80 to 100 feet. Everybody's been hooked up. Chad is super generous with his time.
Okay, guys, go ahead.
He's got everybody's rods set up with hookup baits,
Gotten
which
halibut out of here in the past.
Yep.
Yeah, first stop here, see if we can get a halibut out of here.
Start casting, see what we can do.
all right, that was the captain's note. Oh, the boys are out now. The boys are out.
We're casting.
So we got everybody going into the water, so which means that's my cue to let you guys go. We will have the recap for y'all at the end of the trip. Thanks again to Chad. Always a pleasure. Ed, always super fun. Love you, boys. All right, guys, we're having a better morning than you if you're sitting at home watching Facebook.
Over. We haven't seen it yet.
Oh, he had that nice thump.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We got the first hookup, and it looks like a really good one.
They make me so nervous when you start watching their rods go flop, flop, flop.
Oh, nice ling. Oh my gosh. That's a big one.
That's a fish right there. We'll take that bad boy.
Hey, who tied that rig for you?
Yeah, who did that?
Oh yeah?
Superstar!
Was it? Wow. It's beautiful. What'd you think?
I didn't know what tech I had. All I know is it jerked back.
That's what we like.
Yeah, that rod was bendo.
I'm gonna get a picture of you holding
Wow,
it.
beautiful.
Look at you holding the fish.
Oh, and Chad's on.
My rod up and there's a fish on it. It's not big.
You're in the jackpot, right? Let's go.
Right?
Oh my gosh, that is the fattest tree fish I have ever seen in my life.
Can you turn him sideways?
Holy crap.
Turn him sideways. There we go. Nice color.
Look how thick. Wow, that is beautiful color.
22.
You got it? I'll do it.
That's nice.
Yeah, I never caught one of those before.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what it was.
it's a nice fish.
Thanks.
Look at you. Nice fish. Nice fish. That's a little more better. That's a fish. Nice.
What number?
I'll take it. 26. So we moved down the beach a little bit. We got into a little bit of rockfish, but we were really targeting halibut. We fished around a little pinnacle, so we were able to catch some good rockfish. Massive ling. And my friend here's new personal best tree fish. His only tree fish ever. That thing's so cool. But now we're gonna try for halibut, And if not, we're gonna go all rockfish, but this is definitely gonna give us a shot at halibut. We don't know where the bite's gonna happen, so Captain's definitely out doing some searching. This is a intel search. We're gonna make the report instead of trying to find it from somebody else. Let's go. Oh, wow.
Pretty wild up.
That fish was into origami.
Yeah, guys, let's line them up. We're gonna go rock fishing. The water's great and brown in here. The halibut were biting a couple weeks ago, but the water's so deep. Dirty water in here.
The dirty
We're gonna
water.
start off at about 450 feet. Try a couple of the deeper water and then we'll go to the shallow water.
400 feet.
Line up, it's gonna be about an hour and 15 minutes.
Hour, 15-minute move. Whoop, you got that? Those are solid. Let go. Dude, congratulations.
We just went off the fish. Everybody.
We got salmon groupers coming in. Vermilion, canaries. Oh yeah. Nice one. Big old mouth. 3, 2, 1.
That's why I don't watch your videos.
What are you talking about?
You get the. You're sick.
Why?
Nothing, forget it. That's better.
Same. Same. I got me a vermilion. Look at the size of that thing. Look at my fist next to it. Dude, that's some. Yeah, hold her up. So, yeah, dude, that's what, 8, 9?
Oh, I don't know the line.
8.
I got a scale.
Huh?
Oh, I hit real fast.
Do it. Let's see. We're gonna see how heavy this thing is. He doesn't think it's gonna touch 9. Doubts it. Highly doubts it. Oh geez, we got another big one coming up right now. 9.2?
Yeah.
I was underestimating. And you were being humble.
I guess so.
So a full year on that bait.
Oh yeah.
So you so every time you said that you use Mend It.
Yeah, mend it on it to smooth it out, get rid of the abrasions, and it just keeps getting dead.
Yeah, a whole year he said. That's what's up. Extend the life of your hookup baits. Get Mended. Midday update. Currently what, 12?
Yeah.
My buddy Chad was fishing out on the bow.
Yeah, I'm fishing with my teammate from the USA team.
That's right. Chad just got back from La Paz.
La Paz, yeah. The
And,
Pan Am Games in La Paz. And one of my teammates came out, Elsa, came out to fish with us.
Nice.
Surprise, surprise. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we were up there on the front just slaying like crazy.
Yeah, what
Big.
color were you getting bit on?
Ice and watermelon jack. I was just using the new stuff.
The new stuff.
Yeah.
The two newest colors.
Yeah. So here it is. Watermelon jack and the 4-ounce ice. They're just getting bit. I just put 2 brand new baits because they got all chewed up because they just caught a bunch. big bocaccios and big reds. Reds are up like around 8 pounds or so. So
Yeah, we saw a 9-pounder back here, and yeah, we've limited officially on reds, so we're gonna go shallower, look for some lingcod. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
And I can't help but notice, we got Chad. We turned him into a believer. Protect his fingers
I
from
love it. Especially when you're
the
casting
braid.
8 and 10 ounces. Oh man, you gotta have this thing.
Saves your fingers for
Definitely
sure.
when you're throwing those big baits. And I was right off the boat kept drifting straight backwards. The Captain Brian would just touch the idle straight forward, keeping us on the spot longer. So I noticed fishing off the front, just cast as far as you can off the front, I stayed straight up and down the whole time, so it was perfect. So a lot of times you got to read the boat, which way everybody's lines are going. And if you're casting the big Hookupbait's double rig on a spinning reel, you want to go. If everyone's line's going that way, you want to cast as far as you can that way, and you'll stay straight up and down. You got to read the conditions.
Yeah, sometimes it's not a bad idea to wait and let other people cast.
Yes.
To kind of get your bearings.
See the angle of everyone's line.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's line is going like that. You want to go like that.
That's a great tip. That's a great tip. There's no big advantage to being down first. Not these times, especially when you're fishing 400 feet.
Yeah.
But now we're heading to 200 feet. Hopefully we can see some more lingcod.
Yeah. We load up on lingcod now. And that's just how it is on the Black Pearl every time. Just big. I mean, if you do a 12-hour or more trip onto the Black Pearl, this is what you get.
Yeah, we didn't even give you guys all the details, but yeah, this is a 12-hour Hookupbait sponsored trip, and these are always a good time. Always follow Chad on Instagram, Hookupbaits,
To get the schedule.
and he posts the schedule, and they sell out really fast. So
Yeah.
just be on it, check your
on it,
socials, and you could be fishing here amongst some really good people.
And getting limits of 6 to 10 pound reds yourself, along with the humongous picachos and chili peppers and everything else mixed with it. So always fun.
Yeah,
and it's every time like that.
Very spoiled. You just know once you hit the ground, hit the bottom, you're gonna get bit.
You don't make it to the bottom like ever.
No.
Especially with big Hookupbaits, you don't make it there.
Yep.
So,
All right, so we'll check in once we're in that 200-foot zone. Got him.
Hold on for me for just a second. Can you get out of here?
Oh no, a red. Chad got a red. So guys, just a reminder, hookupbaits.com. Get your orders in. 10% off. Hook to Cook 10. Get the watermelon and get that ice color. On the squid. That's so 2 years ago. There's the weight. Oh yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I got a good one on. That's a good one. I got a good one. How are we doing? I'm over you. Oh yeah, I got a good one. That's a good one. Come on. I tell you I got a cow cod?
did you?
Yeah. No. Oh no. No.
Are you doing that?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, got a big one.
Hold on. Oh, yes. Thank you, Chad. Dude, with the assist. Am I?
Got just one wrap though. Maybe go that way. Back up.
19, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, watch that rod on the ground, boys.
Dude, I got a good one. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, ling.
Got you, boys. Knife. Lay him out to me, Ed. You got this.
Woo, let's go. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let me get the gaff out, okay?
Yes. Okay.
Because it's caught that guy's line. Beautiful.
All right. Bigling. Nice one. Cool.
We like that. We like that.
Yeah, that one was on the mint colored 6 ounce, big body. No contention from my buddy over here though. Holding on, holding on. A date with destiny on that little rock, huh? That's awesome, guys.
Right there on the ground.
Like, just having a really epic day out here on the Black Pearl.
What's up?
It's hard to beat, and it's super easy, like, coming out here.
It is.
And I gotta give props to the crew, not just because Gambit's here.
Well, I am the most awesome.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You got one. Yeah. I'm donating a couple of my lure bags for the winners, so.
Any lean cod contenders?
Awesome.
The hell no, there ain't.
All right, so these are the gentlemen. Biggest lingcod, biggest vermilion.
Both quality fish, both on Hookupbait.
And Chad always at these trips gives a prize pack for biggest lingcod and biggest rockfish, and then I get to throw in an extra little lure wrapped bag to hold all the Hookupbaits.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you guys getting tired holding those things?
Yeah.
There's a lot of new stuff that makes our job a bit funner and
Your job
a lot
as
more.
an influencer?
Stop. We're not gonna get into that. So the reason Chad is so feisty and fresh is because he was able to take a nap. That's the most beautiful part about this boat, I think, is like,
I take the best. I never take naps, but I take the best naps ever on this boat. I got the way back in.
After fishing and just pulling fish over the rail, and then having lunch, having a good,
fantastic lunch.
like chili burger. You had the chili cheese Fritos and a slice of pie.
Yeah, and it's like night time.
That makes you want to take a nap. So we were like what is that? Like we probably made like a 3-hour run today altogether, and then about
hour and a half of it we slept.
Yeah, and then slept
hard.
Yeah, exactly. And it was well deserved.
Yeah.
Because if you guys want to know more about trips like this, I'll kind of break it down. You go on the Black Pearl's website, you can click book your trip, and then you'll start looking through the schedule, and Gambit will put Hookupbait specific trip. And when you see that, you know that Chad's gonna be on board. Chad's gonna bring in his whole box of Hookupbaits, different colors, and he's actually
Sizes,
testing out a lot of different things, and he'll be able to rig you
stuff
up.
that's not in stores. So yeah, it's just a box of blems, and and that's what we do with a lot of our blems. We let people use them here because you're not buying them, so the little blems that most people would never see on the baits or even notice, and the fish don't care. They eat them no matter what. So,
yeah, they're just imperfect.
Yeah,
like it might
slightly,
be, it
a
might
bubble.
be, yeah, it might be an ice bait, but has a little yellow tinge to it.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna get bit the same.
Yeah.
This is a good testing ground for
and then
people to test around.
When I'm playing with new colors and stuff, I'll put a handful of people on the new colors and just I kind of monitor what the boat's doing and see, like, okay, that one, everyone's on that color is catching a little bit better, or they're not catching as good. And I use people as testers on these trips too.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And then and he's hands-on, so if like all throughout the day people needed help tying things up, and Chad was always volunteering, and he'll spend the first hour of motoring out, tying up
Setting
lures.
everybody up, and it all depends on what kind of gear you have, whether it's conventional or spinning. I'll set you up appropriately, and I always tell people the spinning reel is the way to go. Heavy spinning reel, and a lot of guys did come out with, the whole boat almost today was all spinning reels, which is kind of cool nowadays. If you're doing people watch and watch our videos and all that stuff, and now they're all bringing spinning reels, but a lot of guys brought too light of spinning reels.
Yeah, you want like an
you gotta
I would
have
say
heavy.
The ideal setup would be an 8,000 size spinning reel, maybe a 6,000, 6 or 8.
Yeah, six is on the light side.
Light
I'll
side,
do
so
8, 10, 12,
Yep.
Size.
It goes 60
10,000.
pound braid
Yep.
on that.
Yep.
And then when you go down to a 40 pound leader, down to your swivel, and then depending on the depth, then your size of hookup baits, whether it's 2 3 ounces, a 6 ounce 3 ounce, or 2 6 ounces if you want to get down fast. So there's a lot of different variables, but definitely a heavy action rod.
Heavy action rod, 7.6.
Maybe a 30 pound, 60 pound rod, 30, 60.
30, 60, yeah. Was it 40, 80, in that range?
Yeah, that way you can cover all the different bases.
Yeah.
Let me just say that it allows you to throw the donkey rig.
Yeah.
And because the
double
conventional
Hookupbait's rig.
Yeah, the conventional reels, when they have a hard time throwing the donkey rig because the centrifugal force of those baits flipping in the air.
Yeah, they're
goes
somersaulting.
fast, then slow, fast and slow, so that could cause a backlash. So that's the biggest
And
reason
when
for the spinning gear.
You have 8, 10 ounces, and it backlashes. It's usually your baits are going to keep going,
Bye.
but your line's not connected to them. Or if it backlashes quick, and we're fishing 40 pounds, sometimes they'll sink shot and come back in the boat, so which is not good either. So
They're definitely not
with a
ideal.
spinning rod, you just throw it, and you want to get a good mid-range 10,000 size reel where it has some power. If you buy a really cheap one, they're not going to have the power as like a mid-range to high-range spinning reel.
You need the torque.
Akuma, Shimano, Daiwa, Penn, they all are great reels. Just make sure you buy a mid-range one. Spend $300. Yeah, and you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
So, but just don't buy the $100 one.
Yeah, and then now back to today's fishing.
Yeah.
We did try for halibut, like you guys saw, and then we ended up finding a little rock, and the jackpot fish came off of it, which was 14 pounds.
Yeah, and that's a bycatch, throwing hookup baits while you're halibut fishing. You always, if you come near a rock, you're gonna catch rockfish, and I caught a big vermilion while we were halibut fishing.
Saw a giant tree fish today.
Yeah, and the jackpot lingcod came on while we were halibut fishing.
9 pound red. That was the jackpot as well.
Yeah,
And then that's another thing with
9+.
these two is Chad gives. You saw that. He gives the jackpot, and so this whole operation. Whenever you see hookup baits on the ticket, get on that trip.
It's a fun trip, and they fill up fast. The next 3 are already sold out, so it's make sure if you see it, sign up, and then. Every once in a while, if I'm up here servicing stores or I need to come up to this area, I'll just call Gabby to come up. I try a week out and let her know, hey, I'm going to have an extra day, throw a trip on. So sometimes you get surprise trips that just come up. I'll post it, Black Pearl will post it. So if you see those, grab those too. So
Yep, and don't forget, follow Chad on Instagram. He posts his schedule when he will be on this boat, and then you could also follow Black Pearl, and they'll post it, and just to make it redundant so you don't miss out, because this trip was amazing, and I kind of wish all my buddies were on here, but I did make some amazing new friends on this boat.
and it's always a great group of people.
Amazing time.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there's a couple, and one more thing I don't want to forget as well is if you guys want to order some hookup baits for yourself, definitely check out the watermelon jack, which is the new color.
Yeah, they're hitting that
the white
really
ice,
well
of
today.
course, and then also I did really good on the squid.
The ice
the
comes
big red crab too.
The
is
ice
good.
comes in 2, 3, and 4, and 6 ounce now.
Oh, that's a good announcement.
Yeah. So the ice comes in the big baits now. So that we didn't have those last year in bigger than 1.5. We now offer the ice in 2, 3, 4, and 6. And I caught a lot of fish on that bait today.
Yeah.
I was throwing a double rig, like a 6 ounce ice and a 1.5 watermelon jack. And there's a lot of the video where I was up here. I had one of my teammates from Team USA kayak fishing up here fishing, so I came up and fished with her, and I was double big bocaccios, double big reds, we were jacking them up at the front of the boat here for a good
getting that arm workout
a good
in.
couple hours, but none of that was on film because Ed was in the back of the boat.
That was good. There's action everywhere. Action all around the boat, all because of all on the hookup baits, and we had a great time. And again, if you guys wanted to place an order, go to hookupbaits.com, and if you spend over $25, you get free shipping, and they have generously continued the promo code where you save 10% by using promo code HookToCook10, and that'll save you 10%.
And you help out our buddy Edward.
You do help out your buddy Edward. Keep the dream alive
My good friend.
and flowing. So
I love fishing with this guy. He's the coolest guy around, and he makes radical videos.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I didn't video today because I let you do it all.
It's covered.
Yeah,
it's covered. Yeah, we got a lot of cool footage.
No reason to double cover a trip.
Yeah.
But you know, Ed don't want to come fishing tomorrow, so I have to video my own trip tomorrow.
Nah, yeah, well, good. And then you have batteries and you have extra
my
memory
stuff's
card.
fresh.
Yeah, yeah. Well, with that being said, and if you guys are interested in more of this technique, I will leave a link to an episode where Chad jumps on my boat and we just have an epic day. And then more of a one-on-one 101 class. I'm gonna leave that up there where Chad and I were on another charter a couple years ago where we really break down the donkey rig. But with that being said, we'll catch you later. Thank you, Chad.
Brother, it's
We'll see you on the
always a
next
good
one.
time.